Hi there. So I know how exhausting it can be when you are so tired and you're trying to be productive and you're trying to get things done. It's one of the things that's super common when you struggle with a slow thyroid is the exhaustion and you feel like you just cannot get things done. So I'm going to give you a few of my favorite tips that personally work for me and that I recommend for my clients of what you can do to stay productive even though you are certainly tired. If you could do me a big favor though, if you could go ahead and subscribe to my channel, hit that bell so you get a notification every time I release a new video every single week. So let's go ahead and dive into this. One of the biggest things that I can give as far as advice and on this topic goes is to first literally make out a list. What are your priorities? Tackle your priorities. Remember, there's always tomorrow. So if there's something that you know what, this doesn't necessarily have to get done today. I could do it tomorrow. Push it off to tomorrow. Maybe it's the next day. But the things that need to get done for the day, tackle those first. And then the things that don't need to, push them back as much as you need to. Remember, again, there's always tomorrow. There's always the next day. The other thing too that I certainly think is a really big factor that you need to investigate why you're even exhausted in the first place. So that will come down to working with a practitioner, maybe doing some testing, but figure out a root cause. Why are you exhausted in the first place? Having hypothyroidism or having a slow thyroid will make you tired, but there's still other things that could be connected to it. So doing some investigation will definitely help. And also avoid distractions. I know for me, like if I'm trying to have a really productive day, and if I am tired, being distracted with social media, TV, things like that, they will get in the way and I will not get my stuff done, especially if I'm tired, I'm going to get lost in that stuff. So I try to avoid distractions as much as I can. That's going to be super helpful. The other thing too that is very helpful for me personally is actually taking some time to chill and relax. Maybe do some stretching, maybe do some meditation, even if it's 5 minutes, preferably, maybe a little bit longer, but even if you only have 5 minutes, it really does go a long way when you take the time to just actually chill your body out. You're giving it some self-care, you're giving it some love. Take 5 minutes away to do that. It really can do almost like a reboot. Something else that I use personally is tapping. I love doing tapping. There's an app out there that I use called the Tapping Solution, and it's literally tapping. You're tapping through points, but it works incredible for boosting your energy. They have extended sessions, they have short little ones, but it does really, really help. Especially, like I said, it can just kind of break up the monotony of you're so exhausted and you're trying to get things done. It will just break that up and it kind of will boost your energy and give you some more of that. In other words, the other thing that is very important is make sure you're hydrated. It's super important. It's way more important than you even think. That water intake is going to be very, very crucial. You need to make sure you're hydrated, maybe putting a little dash of sea salt in your water as well. That is very helpful because a lot of water, especially when it's filtered, we lose a lot of the minerals and the electrolytes in it. So maybe putting a dash of some sea salt in there will be very helpful as well. And then the other thing, avoiding caffeine. And this is a tough one because caffeine can actually backfire on you when you have so much of it and you are constantly relying on it. It messes with your adrenals and it will actually, in the end, it will actually make you more tired. So if you're addicted to it, obviously going cold turkey is probably going to be pretty challenging. So just go slow with kind of backstepping from the caffeine. And again, investigation. Why is the body doing that in the first place? If the adrenals are massively connected, you need to investigate that. You should not have to rely on caffeine. And if you are, again, start taking baby steps to kind of cut that back. But you probably will need to do some investigation why it's happening in the first place. One more thing that I think is also very helpful is just getting outside in nature. I don't care what the temperature is, if it's really cold, if it's really hot. Getting outside can also, again, it's like a reboot almost. It just tells your body, look, we need a little break in the monotony here. We're exhausted. We're trying to go. Getting outside in nature, getting some vitamin D even, it's very, very helpful. So these are kind of my favorites that I do. It's what I recommend for my clients, but they have worked very, very well for me on those really exhausted days. They do, like I said, they go a long way. So let me know if you have questions with this or if any of these tips or things that resonate with you that work for you, or if there's another tip that you're like, I actually do this. This is very helpful. It might be very helpful for someone else. Remember, you're not alone in this. There's a lot of people going through the same thing. So sharing below what are your helpful things too could be helpful for someone else. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, let me know if there's questions, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.